Well, it's weekend warrior time. What's in store for us today? I've got this big box and this empty space. So let's get started. This is a pretty heavy package, so I think what I'm going to do is open it here in the garage and carry the pieces out to the lanai in order to do the build. Looks like a lot of parts in here. Passing by the hibiscus plants. They're looking really nice. So there's all the pieces. And it's going to eventually go into my lanai. Looks like I've got some work to do. By the way, here is a finished product. So we got a couple of chairs, a table, and a couple of footrests. I decided to bring it inside. It's hot and humid out there. It's going to be a lot more comfortable doing the build in here. So we're going to start by looking at the hardware, the instructions, and then we're going to jump right into it. So we've got 3 packets of hardware and the assembly instructions. The footstools are pretty simple. Each one only takes 3 screws, 2 of the smaller that they're calling C size, 1 of the larger that they're calling D, and it comes with an Allen wrench. If I can give you one hint, one clue in putting this type of furniture together, it's always loose fit everything. For example, this end takes only 3 screws. I'm going to make sure that all 3 of them are threaded and started before I tighten them down. If you tighten up 1 or 2, there's a chance the 3rd one may not fit, and then you're in trouble. So it's pretty straightforward. We're going to get each one of these screws started. See, that one's a little tricky right now. That's why you want to make sure that you get them all started loose. There we go. If I can just get it started, we're okay. Okay, there it is. Now I'm going to tighten down all 3. All right, so the corners stand really nice. They have these elastic pieces with T's, and I don't know how well you can see it, but there's elastic that wraps around the corners, and all you have to do is feed that underneath. And there it came loose. I'm playing with it. And you put that inside like that, and now the cushion's going to stay in place. Pretty nice. Got a little handle over on this side, so you can pull it out from underneath the chair. Sometimes you have to be careful. Here, the M6 by 15 is called E, and here, M6 by 15 is called C. It looks like it's all the same screw. Look at that dirt on my hand. I wonder where that came from. Well, regardless what we call it, you want to look for the screw holes on the outside of the rim, and that's going to line up with the table legs. And make sure, you can see there is a curve to these. Make sure it's curving to the outside. So right now, as I set it up here, those legs are curving toward me. I know it's hard to see on video, but the curve, see that curve? It's coming out toward me. Okay, so the way this works is this basket is going to simulate this design. It's going to match it. So we're going to line that up, and you can see those screw holes are going to line up with what we have right there. And that's one of the reasons you want to make sure that these are loose and you don't tighten everything down. So we can get that all in alignment and then tighten all of these screws and the 4 that are going to be on this basket all at the same time. Looks like a long distance between those, but that's okay because we left some flexibility in here. So there we go. Once I got everything in place, it was time to tighten up all of the corners and then come down here and tighten everything along the tabletop. This is exactly why you want to make sure that everything is loose so you can get it all lined up before you tighten the whole thing up. And we put on the top, and the table is done. Looks pretty good. I'm not going to show the entire assembly for the chairs because they did take a little bit of time. Other than the instructions really don't tell you the order in which to assemble. What I found was easiest was to do one side first, attach that to the back, then attach the seat, Then attach the other side and tighten them all up. And it really is a pretty comfortable chair. It's not a difficult build, but putting those chairs together takes some time because just turning the screws and manipulating that L-shaped Allen wrench is tricky with the webbing of the chair. But take your time, don't tighten all the screws until they're all in place, and you're going to do great. As always, I encourage you to like and share the videos. Leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking my face in the corner, and don't forget to ring that bell icon. That way you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark, and this is the Average Me channel.